one of the things you bring up a lot is the disappearance of the number 10. And part of that is a similar reason. Coaches correctly point out, I mean, you could talk about defense and how great the goalkeepers and center backs are, but in the modern game, defense is a team game.
Yeah, it certainly is. And that's where
Sarabia to go 9 or 10 on 11.
Yeah, that's where Sarabia right now is huge. Look at his starting position. It's below Messi and Neymar. He really takes part in, and on that weak side, he'll drop again. And that's huge from Mendes, Hakimi, Verratti, and Coutinho to get somebody else in midfield, where a lot of teams play with 5, Phil. So you can make it 5v5.
Savage. Oh, the return was on. PSG getting away with it. Kimpembe off on a foray, but they look the other way. Chance for Hakimi. Wide for Sarabia. Inside for Messi. Talked about Mbappe, who does like to slide wide. Will he have that freedom under Galtier, as Sarabia is showing now? Would imagine so, but so many questions still to answer. Messi and Neymar, Neymar and Messi, cut out by Seydou. Nice little dribble through the Brazilian, but a little optimistic on the outlet. 4-0 in their first match against PSG. Ander Herrera with a brace in that one, and Idrissa Gana Gueye with a cracker to close it out. Towards the end of the season, PSG went into the Gabriel Montpied, got a hat trick from Mbappe and another from Neymar in a 6-1 thrashing. So if anything, this is quite the improvement. We'll meet again in the season finale as they close things out.
Yeah, this team might not have as many highs and lows and blowing teams' doors off, because that's not Galtier's, kind of mantra. But they'll be steadier, more reliable, and won't have the swings from game to games that we saw last year, obviously. We all know that Galtier is an ex-Marseille player. When he first was announced, I went,
Well, many expected him eventually to take over at Marseille, but PSG had something else to say. Savage out wide for Alavina. Savage, an Austrian trying to chip it in. Kimpembe through. Shot goes wide after the trickery from Rashani. Almost set the stage, but the Austrian shot squirts wide.
Yeah, Rashani finally is getting more involved, Phil, and is willing to take some risk in terms of his starting positions and playing off the front 9 as well. Just can't connect there from deep, but good sequence.
Reyes getting set to check in. And again, you wonder, is it shop window or is it manager preference? Mukele again getting set to check in. Will that be Hakimi or Ramos? Last game against Nantes, he basically pulled the middle 4. The 2 wing backs, Vitinha and Verratti. Will that be the same? Estienne.
And it would surprise me, Phil, because substitutions, there's patterns to that as well, and a routine as well that players know, particularly the ones on the bench. This is the time you normally will come in for this particular player.
And the starters know, well, you're not going to be playing 90 anyway, so let it all hang out.
Correct.
Vitinha, little change of direction. Beautiful touch, but he gets hooked down by Gonalon, and a card against the veteran. And that will allow the changes to be made. So who is the first? And Vitinha looking dangerous.
He's so slight and moves so fluidly. Not great explosion or power, but smart, intelligent, picks good spots. And again, we're talking about 90+ in pass accuracy. And that's the front three that benefits from that.
Coutinho carrying a yellow might be one of the reasons. It is Ramos, so Mutieke will slide inside this time. And coming over from Red Bull or Rasenballsport.
Yeah, that's smart. Ramos played 90, in the first game. Still a guy that's, yes, he's healthy, but at his age, let's be smart here early in the year. Or early in the season. I like that.
Ball back for Paredes, his first touch. Hakimi. Now Mukiele, his first touch. 6'2" defender. Got his start in Paris, but at Paris FC. It was really at Montpellier where he made his name before Leipzig decided to pluck him away. Just one cap, but when you wear the PSG uniform, that number almost certain to climb.
And his age, Phil, you're right. At Montpellier, which was 2017, 56 games, 150 almost for RB Leipzig. I think it's a great pickup.
Slotted across for Messi. Delicate touch. Times it for Neymar. Tries to chip it over the defense. Falls for Verratti. His chip also headed away. Good work by Borges back on defense. So two of the same changes. At least players coming in.
Yeah. And you don't lose much in the air either with him, Phil. He's another beast on set pieces.
6'2".
Yeah.
And again, young enough to play on the flank. Gives you a different look, maybe a more traditional fullback. Mendes inside, met by Messi as he got around Gonalon, but he couldn't keep the shot down.
Yeah, that's a tough ball in from Mendes. He needs to clip that a little bit to get to Messi. Actually, if he plays that on the ground, which he should, by the way, this is a bouncing ball that comes at a guy that goes 100 miles an hour. I don't give you Messi or not.
To watch the match full screen, link in the comments and description. To watch the match full screen, link in the comments and description. To watch the match full screen, link in the comments and description. To watch the match full screen, link in the comments and description. To watch the match full screen, link in the comments and description. To watch the match full screen, link in the comments and description. To watch the match full screen, link in the comments and description. To watch the match full screen, link in the comments and description. To watch the match full screen, link in the comments and description. To watch the match full screen, link in the comments and description. To watch the match full screen, link in the comments and description. To watch the match full screen, link in the comments and description. To watch the match full screen, link in the comments and description. To watch the match full screen, link in the comments and description. To watch the match full screen, link in the comments and description. To watch the match full screen, link in the comments and description. To watch the match full screen, link in the comments and description. To watch the match full screen, link in the comments and description. To watch the match full screen, link in the comments and description. To watch the match full screen, link in the comments and description. To watch the match full screen, link in the comments and description. To watch the match full screen, link in the comments and description. To watch the match full screen, link in the comments and description. To watch the match full screen, link in the comments and description. To watch the match full screen, link in the comments and description. To watch the match full screen, link in the comments and description. To watch the match full screen, link in the comments and description. To watch the match full screen, link in the comments and description. To watch the match full screen, link in the comments and description. To watch the match full screen, link in the comments and description. To watch the match full screen, link in the comments and description. To watch the match full screen, link in the comments and description. To watch the match full screen, link in the comments and description.
The French were in the minority in this locker room. They've been in the minority now. All of a sudden, it's a little bit more even. And Galtier could probably speak French and force the South Americans to take part in that kind of language as well. It's so important. I know how locker rooms tick as a player, as a coach as well. These little things.
And again, Ancelotti, Emery.
blue, certainly the colour. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest. And I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill and plenty of tricks and a few goals. I suspect I've probably overstretched my level of greed here.
There's the whistle. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
David De Gea, simply because of the remarkable strides he's made to earn the worldwide respect that now exists. From an insecure, hesitant spell, he's grown into a supremely confident and assured character.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Llorente. And here's Morata!
Well, it's not the quickest of starts, but what it lacks in intensity certainly is made up by a large serving of discipline and organisation.
Shaw sends it forward. And he's there to clear it. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Sancho gets wrestled off the ball.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. Obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Fred. Van der Beek forwards and with intent. Jimenez can get it clear. Griezmann. Maguire. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Fred, forwards it goes. And it's hoisted clear. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Up to meet it! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
De Paul moved on forwards. Looks to the other side. Correa. And it's Martial. Martial tries to